Yo, today on No Hype, we have an incredibly large haul that came all the way from Amsterdam from my homie, MC Brainpower. And let me tell you, he has some really unique things going on, and I'm super hyped to show y'all. But before we get into that, if you haven't done so already, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, dropping a like, dropping some comments. Let me know you're around, because it's your support and your engagement that helps this channel keep growing and helps me continue to be able to put out these videos. So the homie Brainpower sent me this incredibly dope package, and I've been sitting on some other stuff that I have gotten from him so I could drop an all-inclusive review. Now, I'm gonna have to let y'all know that everything I'm talking about in this review is sold out. And a matter of fact, even if I was able to get to this review the moment he sent me this stuff, or the moment I copped this stuff, because yes, Brainpower is a friend of mine, but I do support my friends and I did cop some things. The stuff would still have been sold out because these sold out extremely fast. There were a few things that I wasn't able to get that just sold out before I could even ask or buy. And where do I start? Like, I don't want to jump right into the collectibles real quick. I just want to let y'all know that Brainpower has actually become one of my close friends over the course of No Hype. We met via No Hype and became cool through No Hype. And before you know it, we've been sending each other collectibles between Florida and Amsterdam and filling up each other's cribs with more stuff. So Brainpower, if you don't know, is really a world-renowned, critically acclaimed MC with mad plaques, mad awards, and a ton of releases under his belt that he's been crafting since the 90s. And besides all of that, he's a really talented bilingual rapper, producer, collector, connoisseur, and intellectual. And as of lately, Brain has been celebrating a lot of anniversaries and has some really dope merch offerings to go with some of those anniversaries and some of his new releases. So let's just start with this. Right now we have his Lyricist single 25th Anniversary Deluxe Edition cassette tape. Now the dope part of this tape, besides the fact that I pressed up these plastic blister bubbles for his blister card packaging, is that this is a cassette tape that is packaged like an action figure. And what's even more dope is that the artwork is a comic illustration designed by a comic illustrator, Romano Molinar. Now, excuse me if I said the name wrong. I am from America and I have limited comprehension and pronunciation in anything that comes from outside of America. So please bear with me, y'all. The tape itself has a full color design printed on the tape and has the Lyricist single on side A and Can't Miss It on side B, with 2 extra remixes from DJ TLM. And if you don't have this and you can't ever find it, you can go stream these on Spotify if you're interested in hearing them. This is dope, and this is in English, where Brain is flexing that, yo, I could not only speak English and Dutch, but I could rap my ass off in Dutch and I could rap my ass off in English. Now this next joint is super dope. Let me grab it right here. And super rare. And as soon as he announced it, I hit him up and said, yo, I need to cop this. Please let me buy this. I want to support. And this is Brainpower's 100th single, 100. The song is actually titled 100. Now, when he dropped the video, I was in love with the video. Yo, the video is so fire because just the location alone is like a dream place for me to go visit in real life. And unfortunately, I'll never be able to do that. This guy actually shot this video in a vintage hi-fi museum in Amsterdam on its last day of being open before closing down and selling the entire museum to other collectors. That is just ridiculously fire. In the museum and in this video, there are some of the rarest pieces of audiophile history, and the song is so dope. Even though I don't understand Dutch, the flow, the beat, and the vibe of this song has caught heavy rotation in my playlist, so I had to cop it on vinyl because it's gonna catch heavy rotation in the crib when I get to play this record. Now, I don't want to skip over the fact that this is Brainpower's 100th single. Yes, not 100th track, his 100th single, officially released single. That's just wild to me. The vinyl's released on a splatter vinyl, and like all of his releases, there is a lot of detail in it. From the recent photo of one of his stadium tours on the front and the back of the jacket, to the booklet inside that includes a full list of his 100 singles and lyrics to the song. 100 is again pressed on a dope splatter vinyl with the single and 5 other songs that are hitting vinyl for the first time. So there's a lot of value here, a lot of rarity here. All of this is dope, but the fat boy in me was extra hype when Brain told me that one of his lyrics inspired a collaboration with a sambal company, and they actually collabed. And if you bought this, you were able to get one of the jars of sambal. What is sambal, you ask? Well, I just found out, and I'm gonna put y'all on. Sambal is an Indonesian chili sauce or paste, and it's typically made from a mixture of chilies, shrimp paste, garlic, ginger, shallots, scallions, some palm sugar or some kind of sweetener, lime juice. I've heard of it having anchovies. So it's just this really flavorful burst of spice and has a little heat to it, a little sweet to it. And I got to try it this morning before shooting this video. And first I tried it with a cracker, and then I made breakfast and I put it on some sourdough toast with a fried egg. Now, this sauce was absolutely delicious, and no lie, I'm probably gonna have this and put it on everything. Now, I did do a little research on sambal and kind of like how it was eaten and what kind of recipes they use this with. And it could be done in a variety of ways, but commonly it's with either grilled fish, fried fish, vegetables, maybe some soups, fried chicken, smashed chicken. And what I did learn is there's over 200 versions of the recipe for sambal in Indonesia. And this is a real official collaboration. Like, they made the packaging and they made everything in coordination with this single. So this is really dope. Almost like ashamed to open it, but man, I had to taste it. I never had it before. So, you know, I opened it so you don't have to. So one other thing Brain included, by the way, he signed everything that he sent in this package, was a super rare piece of vinyl, another splatter vinyl, the Freestyles Chapter Volume 1. Now, this is a dope vinyl that again comes with extras. It came with a sticker, which is now living on my coffee cup, which we'll be talking about. So great. Right after this, damn, that was good. So this new piece of vinyl added to the collection is the 25th anniversary deluxe edition of the Freestyles Chapter Volume 1. And like all of his releases and his attention to detail, it comes with a 4-page booklet showing a lot of classic Brainpower history and travels, and comes with the classic style promo sheet and came with a sticker. I mean, you know, everything I've seen from Brain throughout the years has been quality. His album art is always fire, his music is always top notch, and his packaging is always on point. Pause. What else can you ask for if you're a hip hop head and a collector? I'll tell you what else you could ask for. You could ask for some freshly roasted, internationally sourced coffee beans and a coffee mug combo inspired by his first album. And when I say this coffee was inspired by his first album, literally Brain teamed up with a coffee company and who happened to be fans of his music, and they came up with a blend that pretty much gave them the vibe of Brain's first album. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say I know Brainpower's first album, but what I can tell you is this blend is fire. Shout out to my wife Jenny, because she grinded the beans and made me a delicious salted caramel and condensed milk iced latte. Fresh espresso, fresh beans. This thing is actually delicious. The roast is great. It's like a darker roast, has just such an incredible taste for it. Now, I can't really sit here and tell you it has hints of like bumblebee colon and flowers from the Uranus Mountains of Amsterdam, but I can tell you that this is fire. And unfortunately, it sold out. It also came with a coffee mug, which I don't really do coffee mugs because I really enjoy these iced lattes that my wife makes for me, but you can see it right here. Super dope. Shouts to Brainpower. And one thing I can tell y'all, that unfortunately, everything I'm showing y'all is sold out. And no matter how fast I could have made this video, they would have been sold out by the time it got here from Amsterdam anyway. But I just wanted to show y'all how dope this is. So if you haven't checked out MC Brainpower, give him a follow. check out his movie. If you're just a music head and you appreciate music from anywhere as long as it sounds good, sometimes you don't understand what they're saying. Shit, I'm Hispanic and I like Bad Bunny, and I can't understand half the stuff he says. But I also listen to French rap, and I listen to Brainpower, which he spits in Dutch a lot of the times. And good music just sounds like good music, and vibes are universal. So if you haven't checked them out, I say, yo, go check them out if you have an open mind and want to hear some new dope stuff. Thanks for watching No Hype. Shout out to MC Brainpower and DJ TLM all the way from Amsterdam down to Florida. And until next time, make sure to stay tuned for more dope and rare hip-hop collectibles. Peace.